Right, it is finally here. Week 0 is coming up. We have games literally this Saturday, and there's actually some really good games. I mean, I'm all for any game, every game. You know how it is. We cover every team. Let's just dive right into this. Let's go to Ireland. Where college football should be played all the time. Obviously, we got North Carolina and TCU. A lot of good dynamics there. Obviously, with the whole Belichick situation, it's been kind of a nightmare off season after a nightmare first season. um, you know, this game could actually be a lot closer than a lot of people might think. A lot of people probably thinking TCU is just gonna trounce them. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be kind of a tight game. Part of me almost wants to lean to North Carolina for the upset, but I'm gonna probably go with TCU. But I think it's gonna be a little closer game, more of a defensive game. North Carolina, Bill Belichick is very defensive minded. So I think this is going to come down to a defensive struggle. Jaden Craig, the TCU quarterback, coming from Harvard, really good quarterback, really good dynamic quarterback. So look for him to see how he does against the North Carolina defense with Belichick running things. And obviously look for Billy Edwards coming over from Wisconsin via Maryland. He showed some flashes at Maryland. Um, hasn't been a Wisconsin quarterback recently who showed much, but maybe he can get back to Maryland form, and kind of lean on the defense a little bit. All right, we got to get over to USC. San Jose State and USC are also playing. San Jose State is interesting. So they have Coach Ken of Navy fame, but he's not running that triple option play. He's running this kind of hybrid. They call it the. It's like a shredding type of team. They're playing more of a Hawaii system, but a little bit changed from there. Very high paced, very throw it all over the field. Could be a good test for this USC secondary. Luke Weaver is coming over from Hawaii to be San Jose State's um, quarterback this year. They're also bringing over their offensive coordinator come over from Hawaii, so they're running that real Hawaii type, um, June Jones type of system there. Um, USC should dominate this game. They have tons of talent. They should be a playoff caliber team. Jordan Maeva coming back. They got plenty of talent across the board. They even have Gary Patterson running defense. So I expect them to just dominate this game. But San Jose State, because of their system, might put up some points and kind of make things interesting in the beginning. But I think at the end of the day, USC pulls it away big. NC State, Virginia. This game originally was going to be down in Brazil for whatever reason. And they decided, let's not do that. So we're all happy. It's on campus. Um, this game last year, North Carolina State won 35-31. I expect more of the same. Should be a great battle. Good ACC game. I think it's actually an ACC game this year, despite last year I think was a non-conference ACC game. You got CJ Bailey. You got Bo Pabula. Uh, should be a great matchup between two ACC programs, two of the top ACC programs, honestly. CJ Bailey, um, big quarterback. This NC State team is primed for a step up from where they've been. They've been kind of mid-tier, upper mid-tier ACC. I mean, it's theirs for the taking. Go take it. Virginia last year obviously was right there at the end, with a potential to get a playoff spot in the ACC championship game. So this game is kind of a coin flip. If I was gonna pick it, I would go NC State. Um, Not any real reason for it. Just I would pick NC State, but it should be a really good game. Looking forward to watching that game. We got Jacksonville State going to North Dakota State. And this is North Dakota State's first FBS, as an FBS team, their first game. Should be really interesting. There is just a lot of good dynamics. Jacksonville State last year went 9-5. They bring back quarterback Caden Creel. And you got North Dakota State, another year of Pelisek at head coach. Um, you got Nathan Hayes is the quarterback there. Another long line of just kind of he's been waiting in the wings. He knows the system. Should be plug and play. And North Dakota State could be sneaky this year. They're in the Mountain West, a very weakened Mountain West. So I mean, they have a chance if they win it and they're the highest one to make a playoff, which would be absolutely insane. Um, this game is very tricky. I'm gonna go North Dakota State on this game. I think it's gonna be a really good game. I think it's gonna be a really fun game to watch. Just kind of a classic good football game. No drama behind it. Just straight up good football. So I'm going with North Dakota State on that game, but it should be a really tight game. We got Sacramento State going to Eastern Michigan. This is Sacramento State's first game as an FBS program. They're a MAC school. This is a MAC conference game. Yeah, because Middle America, you think Sacramento, California. Yeah. Um, should be interesting. They got a lot of Alonzo Carter comes in as Sacramento State's head coach. He's very familiar with that California area. After Brendan Marion left to go take the Colorado OC job, so they're kind of a fresh start there as a program. And going across country to play Eastern Michigan, I expect Eastern Michigan with Coach Creighton there. He's kind of coming off some bad seasons. I think he's a really good coach. He's done a lot with Eastern Michigan. Hoping he gets back onto the winning side of things. Noah Kim comes back as the quarterback. It's the first time in a while that Eastern Michigan's not breaking in a new quarterback. So Noah Kim's been pretty solid for them. So I look for Eastern Michigan to get the win. Dynamics there. I think they're just gonna be the better team and get a home win at that weird gray film noir looking field. We got Hawaii and Stanford. Stanford is trying to rejuvenate things. They brought in Pritchard from the Washington Commanders. He might be able to turn things around. I don't know how quickly it's going to be. They have Davis Warren at quarterback, previously at Michigan. He's not really shown much. Has been kind of a subpar, little below average quarterback. Not really shown much there. This Hawaii team is bringing back their quarterback. Timmy Chang's actually it's been slow, but there's been a little improvement. I kind of look for Hawaii to go in and take this game against Stanford. I don't think Stanford's quite up to where they should be, and this Hawaii program, this Hawaii team is hard to defend. That offense is hard to defend, and I just don't think Stanford's up for it yet. Or see, maybe it's. I think last year was a really really close game, so maybe it's another close game. Gives a good football game, but I'm gonna go Hawaii over Stanford. New Mexico at FSU. Things could get really, really, really bad if Florida State drops this game. I don't think they will. I think Florida State's gonna roll New Mexico State. New Mexico State doesn't have a lot going on for them. They're very nothing really to write home about. I mean, they could surprise, but every year's new. But I think FSU is gonna take care of business pretty handily. Hoping to see a little bit from Ashton Daniels to kind of show, hey, maybe things are moving in the right direction. He looked decent when he was at Stanford, and nobody really looked great at Auburn last year. So, but if he can get back to his freshman year at Stanford, he showed promise. He looked like he would kind of be an up and coming guy, but just hasn't panned out. So maybe he pans out Florida State. But I think Florida State's going to get the win against New Mexico State. And finally, the game of the week. The game of the week is Memphis UNLV. This game should be absolute barn burner, back and forth, last man with the ball type of thing. I think it's going to be absolute offensive fireworks. It's going to be interesting to see. Both teams have not really settled on a quarterback. You have Jackson Arnold and Alex Orji at UNLV. Memphis, you have Marcus Stokes and Aaron Nolan. Neither one of them, nobody's really named the quarterback. They were kind of like, UNLV's came out and Dan Mullins came out and said they're both going to play. If you can get a Jackson Arnold at his potential, this could be ridiculous. We haven't quite seen that yet. Marcus Stokes looked really, really good at West Florida. Really dynamic, kind of just a good college football player. Is going to be high octane, dynamic player. With the system that they're running at Memphis, is a lot of RPO, that kind of stuff. They actually came out and said they do not want a game manager. They're wanting to get Memphis into that competition to be that group of 6 team to get into the playoffs. They're not wanting to play around. So Marcus Stokes has that kind of, I'm not comparing them that way, but that kind of Diego Pavia kind of, gonna improvise, gonna make, kind of do a lot of stuff, kind of be that guy. Aaron Nolan, was a former, I think he was a 5-star out of Ohio State. Didn't really play much there. South Carolina didn't really play much there. So we haven't really seen him, but he has that top tier quarterback pedigree. We just haven't seen it on the field. But I think this game here, Memphis UNLV, should be absolutely dynamic. And as a nightcap there, it's just going to like leave that taste in your mouth to go, oh, I can't wait till Thursday and Friday and next week Saturday and Sunday and Monday because this game's like nonstop and we're back for it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Football is back, baby. Come on. It's college football on a bridge. Get ready for week 0.